The mind is everything. What you think, you become. Winning isn't just about luck, talent, or circumstance. It's about mindset. It's about how you train your mind to respond, adapt, and overcome whatever life throws your way. Every situation, no matter how challenging, can be a victory when your mind is prepared, focused, and resilient. Think about the greatest champions, not only in sports, but in life. They don't just react to their circumstances. They master their minds to control the outcome. They have developed a mental discipline so powerful that obstacles become opportunities, failures become lessons, and pressure becomes fuel for their success. But winning in every situation requires more than just hope or positive thinking. It demands intentional training, daily practice, and a commitment to shaping your thoughts and beliefs. Your mind needs to be your strongest ally, not your biggest enemy. Imagine waking up every day with a mindset so strong, so unshakable, that no setback can stop you, no criticism can break you, and no fear can hold you back. This is the power of a trained Minda mind that chooses victory every time. Today, you are about to learn how to develop that power. How to train your mind to stay calm under pressure, to think clearly when the stakes are high, and to win not by chance but by choice. Let's embark on this journey to mental mastery and learn how to win in every situation. The mind is your greatest weapon. Sharpen it daily. Your mind is the first battlefield where every victory is won or lost. It's not just a tool, but the very foundation of your existence. Like a blacksmith shaping a blade, every thought you nurture carves the edges of your destiny. When you awaken each morning, you must decide how you will treat this powerful instrument within you. Training your mind is an act of love and discipline. It means choosing what you let in and what you cast out. It means carefully feeding it, not with noise and distraction, but with clarity and purpose. The sharpening does not happen by chance. It requires daily practice, patience, and a fierce commitment to growth. When you wake up, set your intentions like a warrior preparing for battle. Fill your mind with affirmations that affirm your strength and your worth. Whisper to yourself, I am capable, I am worthy, I will rise. These small, repeated acts build a fortress within your soul, a refuge where doubt and fear cannot breach. Imagine your thoughts as seeds scattered in fertile soil. What you water will grow. If you water negativity, anxiety, and fear, those will blossom into barriers that suffocate your spirit. But if you water hope, determination, and belief, those will rise like mighty trees, sheltering you from every storm. Reading and learning are the sharpening stones for the mind. When you immerse yourself in stories of courage, knowledge, and wisdom, your mind absorbs their strength and becomes resilient. Books and stories are not just escapes. They are tools, gifts passed down from those who dared to dream before you. Reflection is another tool, a mirror where your mind meets itself. In quiet moments, ask yourself what beliefs serve you and which hold you back. Challenge your fears, examine your doubts, and uproot them with the sharp sword of truth. This is how you build mental clarity, the light that guides you through darkness. Meditation or silence is the forge where your mind cools and hardens after the heat of daily battles. It is here that you learn to rest, to pause, to regain your strength. In these moments, your mind becomes still enough to hear the voice of your inner strength whispering, "Keep going." Discipline is the daily ritual of sharpening. It might mean resisting the temptation to dwell on negativity or to give up when the world feels heavy. It means showing up for yourself every day, even when your spirit feels tired. Because a sharpened mind is not the product of ease, it is the product of persistence. Notice how the strongest minds do not dwell on the things they cannot control. They refuse to waste precious energy on worries that lead nowhere. Instead, they focus on what they can influence: their attitude, their actions, their thoughts. This focus is the edge that cuts through despair. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to exercise this sharpened mind. When hardship comes, your mind is ready. It does not crumble, but bends and adapts. It listens deeply, learns quickly, and responds with grace. This is not magic, it is the fruit of training. Your mind can become a sanctuary or a prison, The difference lies in how you treat it. If you clutter it with fears and doubts, it suffocates your dreams. But if you nourish it with courage and hope, it becomes a garden where every flower of possibility blooms. Gratitude is a sharpening tool as well. When you start your day focusing on what is good, what is working, your mind naturally shifts to a higher frequency. This mindset turns obstacles into stepping stones and pain into lessons. Remember, the mind is like a sword that cuts both ways. It can wound or heal. Choose daily how you will wield it. Train it not just to think, but to believe. Believe in your resilience, in your ability to grow, in your capacity to win. There will be moments when your mind feels weary and blunt, when negative thoughts pile up like heavy stones. In those moments, be gentle with yourself. Rest, reset, and then return to the sharpening work. Because this is a lifelong practice, one that shapes not just your outcomes, but your very being. You are the blacksmith of your mind. The hammer is your will. The anvil is your daily discipline. And the fire, that is your burning desire to live a life of purpose, courage, and victory. Sharpen your mind each day, and no situation will ever defeat you. Reframe failure as feedback. Not finality. Failure is often painted as the end, a verdict of defeat that seals your fate. But failure, in truth, is a mirror, reflecting back the truths you need to see, the lessons you need to learn, and the courage you need to build. It is not a final sentence. It is an opening door. When you face failure, it is natural for your mind to recoil, to whisper stories of inadequacy and shame. But what if you could rewrite that story? What if failure was not the enemy, but the greatest teacher you have? This shift in perspective is the first step toward winning in every situation. Feedback is the language of growth. Failure speaks in its own voice, showing you what does not work, what needs adjustment, and where your resilience is tested. It invites you to pause, reflect, and strategize. Instead of turning away in fear, meet failure face to face. Listen deeply to what it says. Every great achievement is born out of countless failures. The most successful are not those who never fell, but those who refused to stay down. Their minds were trained not to see failure as a wall, but as a stepping stone, a necessary moment on the path to mastery. In those moments when you stumble, do not rush to judgment. Instead, ask yourself, what can I learn here? How can this experience sharpen my wisdom? When you see failure as feedback, you transform frustration into fuel, pain into power. Failure humbles you and reminds you that growth is a journey, not a destination. It teaches patience, resilience, and the art of perseverance. The mind that is trained to receive failure as a message becomes flexible, adaptable, and fierce. Avoid the trap of internalizing failure as a reflection of your worth. Your value is not diminished by what does not go right. You are whole and enough, regardless of outcomes. Failure only measures a moment, not your essence. Celebrate the courage it takes to fail. Each time you fall, you are stepping out of your comfort zone, daring to try something new, and stretching the limits of your potential. This bravery is a victory in itself. Your mind has the power to reframe the narrative. Instead of "I failed," say, "I am learning." Instead of "This is impossible," say, "This is hard, but I will keep trying." Words are seeds that grow into beliefs. Plant the seeds of possibility. When you fail, surround yourself with kindness from others and from yourself. Let go of harsh judgments and replace them with compassion. This is how you create a mental environment where growth thrives. Remember, failure is temporary, but the lessons it teaches are timeless. Each lesson builds the foundation of your wisdom, strength, and grace. Your mind, trained to welcome this feedback, becomes a powerful ally in every challenge. Through failure, your spirit is refined like golden fire, purer, stronger, more radiant. It molds a resilience that no success alone can create. This resilience becomes your armor and your guide. Look at failure as a teacher, a guide, a gift disguised in hardship. The sooner your mind learns to embrace this truth, the quicker you reclaim your power and step into your victory. The mind that wins is not the one that never falls, but the one that never stops rising. This endless cycle of trying, learning, and growing is the heartbeat of every true champion. So train your mind to see failure as a friend, a compass pointing you toward growth, not as a foe that defeats you. This perspective transforms every setback into a setup for a greater comeback. Cultivate resilience by embracing discomfort. Comfort is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. The mind that wins in every situation learns to seek strength in the uncomfortable, to embrace fear, uncertainty, and pain as teachers rather than enemies. Resilience is born in these sacred moments where you choose to stand, not flee. Discomfort is the language of growth. When your mind meets discomfort, it is being invited into transformation. The familiar feels safe, but the unfamiliar is where courage is forged. Training your mind to lean into discomfort is the path to unshakable strength. There is a quiet power in discomfort, a sacred tension that stretches the limits of your spirit. It challenges your old stories, your old fears, and your old limitations. Each time you stay present in discomfort, you rewrite what you believe about what you can endure. The mind often whispers to retreat when pain arrives. But resilience demands you speak louder. This too is part of my story. This mindset is a declaration: I will not be broken by what I face. I will be strengthened by it. When you face discomfort, acknowledge it, name it, feel it. Do not numb it or run from it. In this presence, the mind finds its true power to withstand, to adapt, and to grow beyond what was thought possible. Every discomfort carries a lesson. It teaches patience when you feel rushed. It teaches humility when you feel prideful. It teaches faith when you feel lost. When your mind welcomes these lessons, you cultivate resilience. Notice how resilience is not a sudden gift, but a muscle built through repeated acts of courage. Each uncomfortable moment you endure strengthens your capacity to face the next. Your mind becomes like steel, flexible yet unbreakable. In discomfort, your mind learns the art of surrender, not giving up, but yielding to the moment's reality without resistance. This surrender opens the door to deeper strength and clarity. Cultivating resilience is also about hope. It is the belief that beyond this moment of pain lies a horizon of possibility. Train your mind to hold this hope as a steady flame in the darkest night. Celebrate your resilience in small ways. Every time you choose discomfort over escape, you grow. Every moment you breathe through fear, you deepen your power. Recognize these victories, however small. Remember, discomfort does not last forever, but the strength it builds lasts a lifetime. Your mind, trained to embrace this truth, becomes your greatest ally in the hardest times. Discomfort is the soil in which your courage grows. Water it with persistence and faith, and watch how your spirit blooms into resilience. The more you face discomfort, the more you realize how much power lies in choosing to stay, to learn, and to rise. This is the essence of a winning mind. Visualize your victory, see it before you live it. The mind is a storyteller, and you are the author. The stories you tell yourself shape your reality. When you train your mind to visualize victory, you create a powerful magnet that draws success toward you. Visualization is not wishful thinking. It is the blueprint for your becoming. Close your eyes and see yourself standing tall in your victory. Feel the weight of accomplishment, the warmth of pride, the lightness of joy. Picture every detail, the sounds, the sights, the emotions. The more vivid the vision, the more real it becomes. When your mind rehearses success, it prepares your spirit to recognize opportunities. You begin to notice possibilities that others miss. This mental practice trains your brain to act with confidence and clarity. Visualization also rewires your nervous system. When you imagine positive outcomes, your body responds as if they are happening in real life. This reduces fear and builds courage, making your mind ready to face challenges. The mind that visualizes victory refuses to be defined by past failures or current fears. Instead, it fixes its gaze on what can be, on the dream that waits just beyond struggle. This focus is the compass that guides every step. Each morning, create a mental movie of your day unfolding with success. See yourself handling difficult conversations, overcoming obstacles, and stepping into your power. This daily rehearsal builds momentum that carries you forward. Visualizing your victory is also an act of faith. It is trusting in your potential before the evidence appears. This faith fuels perseverance when the road feels long and the nights feel dark. Your mind will sometimes resist this practice, whispering doubts and fears. When that happens, gently bring it back to the vision. Reminded that what you see in your mind is a seed of what will grow in your life. Surround your visualization with emotion. Feel the pride, the joy, the relief of victory as if it is happening now. Emotion makes the vision magnetic and real, transforming hope into a tangible force. Visualizing victory also sharpens your focus. It clarifies your goals and priorities, helping you say no to distractions and yes to what truly matters. This clarity is a superpower in a chaotic world. Remember, your mind is not just imagining, it is programming your actions, your beliefs, and your identity. The more you see yourself as a winner, the more you embody the qualities of a winner. When obstacles arise, return to your vision. Let it remind you why you started, why you endure, and what you are capable of. Your mental image becomes your anchor and your guide. Training your mind to visualize victory is not about ignoring reality, but transforming it. It is the art of creating a future that honors your highest self. Every great achievement began as a vision in the mind of a dreamer who refused to give up. Let your mind be that dreamer, that architect, that champion. Surround yourself with positivity and purpose. The environment you create around your mind is a garden that either nurtures or depletes your spirit. Surrounding yourself with positivity and purpose is not a luxury, it is a necessity. It is the soil where your mental strength takes root and grows tall. Your mind is sensitive to the energy it absorbs. Negative words, toxic relationships, and pessimistic thoughts can drain your strength and cloud your vision. In contrast, positive influences nourish your hope, courage, and clarity. Choose carefully who you allow into your mental space. Seek out those who lift you, inspire you, and challenge you to be your best. These relationships are not always easy, but they are vital. They remind you of your worth and your potential. Purpose is the light that shines through your mind's garden. When you connect your daily actions to a meaningful why, you create a force that propels you forward even when motivation wanes. Purpose anchors your mind in the midst of chaos. Positivity does not mean ignoring reality. It means choosing to focus on solutions, gratitude, and growth rather than dwelling on problems. This mindset is a shield against despair and a beacon toward hope. Fill your mind with inspiring stories, uplifting music, and empowering words. These are the sunlight and rain for your mental garden. They cultivate resilience, joy, and determination. Protect your mental space by setting boundaries. Say no to negativity, gossip, and anything that dims your spirit. This protection is an act of self-love and a declaration of your commitment to win. Remember that your thoughts create your reality. If your mind is filled with doubt and fear, your world will reflect that. If it is filled with hope and belief, miracles begin to unfold. Purpose and positivity work hand in hand. Purpose fuels your drive, while positivity fuels your spirit. Together, they create unstoppable momentum. When you feel overwhelmed, return to your purpose. Let it remind you why you started and why it matters. Let positivity recharge your weary mind and rekindle your flame. Celebrate small wins and moments of joy. These are the blossoms in your garden, proof that your mind is growing stronger and more vibrant. Surrounding yourself with positivity and purpose is a daily practice. It requires vigilance and intention. But the reward is a mind that stands firm, a spirit that soars, and a life that wins. Your mind is the gatekeeper of your experience. Guard it well, nurture it deeply, and fill it with the light of possibility and meaning. In the end, As we reflect on the journey through understanding the intricate layers of narcissistic behavior and its impact, we recognize a profound truth. Awareness is the first step toward freedom. The battles fought within and around us are not merely about others, but about reclaiming our own strength, dignity, and peace. Each insight we've uncovered reveals the shadows narcissism casts, but more importantly, it illuminates the power we hold to rise beyond those shadows. In the face of manipulation, deceit, and emotional turmoil, our greatest weapon is the unwavering belief in our worth. The journey to healing is neither quick nor easy, but it is sacred. It demands courage to confront pain, wisdom to set boundaries, and compassion to forgive it for others, but to liberate ourselves. Understanding these hidden dynamics equips us to protect our hearts and nurture our spirit, enabling us to rebuild a life rooted in truth and love. There is a divine resilience within each of us, a light that cannot be extinguished by even the darkest of storms. This resilience is nurtured by self-awareness, strengthened by self-love, and manifested through the choices we make to honor ourselves daily. It is in these choices, no matter how small, that we reclaim our power and rewrite our story. The pain inflicted by narcissistic influence, though deep, does not define us. What defines us is our response, the refusal to be diminished, the courage to stand tall, and the determination to heal. In this journey, we become warriors of our own lives, gentle, strong, and unbreakable. May this understanding inspire you to walk forward with clarity and hope, knowing that every step toward healing is a step toward reclaiming your true self. The path may be challenging, but your spirit is boundless. Let your story be one of triumph, rooted in the unshakable truth that your peace and freedom are worth every effort. If there's one truth you take away from all of this, let it be this: you have more power than you've been using. You are not a product of your environment, your trauma, your past mistakes, or the opinions of people who couldn't see your worth. You are a product of your patterns, and the moment you decide to change your patterns, your entire life changes with it. Training your mind to win doesn't mean you never feel doubt. It doesn't mean you never face setbacks, heartbreaks, or rejection. It means you stop letting those things define you. It means when your world shakes, you don't crumble, you recalibrate. It means you stop waiting for permission, for perfect timing, for someone to hand you confidence. You create it, you own it, you practice it every single day like your life depends on it, because it does. Winners don't have magic. They have mental discipline. They don't wake up fearless. They wake up ready to fight through the fear. They aren't smarter, luckier, or more gifted than you. They've just trained themselves to show up even when it's hard, to keep going even when it's messy, and to believe in themselves even when nobody else does. This is your edge, your ability to train your mind like a muscle. You can rewire it, strengthen it, challenge it, push past its limits. Every time you silence the noise, every time you choose action over anxiety, every time you talk to yourself like someone worth fighting for, you're winning. Not just in moments of glory, but in the trenches of your everyday life. So don't just wish for change, train for it. Don't just talk about your goals, prepare for them. Don't just admire discipline in others, build it inside yourself. And when life throws chaos at you, you don't fall apart, you fall into focus. Because a trained mind doesn't panic. A trained mind doesn't quit. A trained mind doesn't shrink when it's tested. It wins every single time.